Welcome everyone to our deep dive into DeFi staking, unlocking passive crypto income through proof of stake coins.
I'm pumped to jump in. So, what's the big idea behind staking in DeFi?
Well, it's like you lock up your PoS coins in a smart contract to earn rewards, kind of how traditional savings yield interest. But this goes
Mm,
further by supporting blockchain security and transactions.
right, so it's essentially a win-win where you support the network and get rewarded, correct?
Exactly. And what's really interesting is that blockchain networks like Ethereum moved from proof of work, which is super energy hungry, to proof of stake. That switch, it was like a game changer. I mean, it reduced energy consumption by like 99%.
Yeah, that's huge. Wow, 99% reduction is impressive. But can you walk me through how someone actually gets started with staking?
Sure, it's pretty straightforward. For beginners, you can use platforms like Coinbase, Binance, or OKX. Basically, you sign up, verify your account, yep, with all that KYC, and then deposit funds, either fiat or crypto.
Right, so once you've funded your account, how do you choose what coin to stake?
Well, not every crypto is stakeable. You need to pick one that like supports a PoS mechanism. Popular ones include Ether, Solana, Cardano, and even Toncoin. There's even a convert function on some platforms to help you switch into these coins.
Yeah, got it. So essentially, after you've traded into a POS coin, you just click on stake now or something similar, right?
Exactly. You head to your assets, select the coin, enter the amount to stake, and confirm. Then your crypto gets locked into a smart contract where it starts earning rewards through validating transactions on the network.
Right, that makes sense. And how does this staking process benefit the network in return?
Good question. When you stake your crypto, you're actually helping to secure the network. Validators get chosen based on the amount they stake, which means that if too many people try to mess around, the system penalizes them. It's all built to keep things running smoothly and securely.
But isn't there a risk, like with smart contract vulnerabilities or the possibility of penalties?
Absolutely. There are risks. Smart contracts, if poorly written, can be exploited by hackers. Plus, validators can face slashing penalties for misbehavior. And then you've got liquidity lockup periods. Your funds can be out of commission for days or even weeks
That sounds
while
pretty
they're
risky.
staked.
So, wouldn't that risk be a major deterrent for some investors?
It can be, but the allure is the potential high yield, often between 4% to 20% APY, which beats traditional savings accounts by a mile. Plus, there's the capital appreciation if your coins increase in value. However, it's super important to only stake what you can afford to lose.
Right, so it's all about balancing that risk and reward. Now, I've heard something about staking pools and even restaking. What's that all about?
Oh, yeah. So, because certain networks like Ethereum require a minimum stake of something like 32 ETH, which is out of reach for most people, staking pools let you pool resources with others. It's like chipping in together to become a validator and share the rewards.
Right, got it. And restaking, how's that different?
Rest staking is kind of like getting extra yield on your already staked assets. Instead of letting your coins sit idle, you use them to secure multiple networks or protocols simultaneously. For instance, with platforms like EigenLayer, you can restake your Ethereum that's already generating rewards and earn even more incentives from supporting secondary services.
Hmm, that sounds pretty efficient, but also a bit risky. Yeah, because I imagine tying your tokens to multiple protocols might increase your risk exposure.
Exactly. It ups the smart contract and slashing risks because you're now relying on multiple systems. So while the potential rewards are appealing, you should really do your homework before jumping in.
And speaking of research, how do investors, especially beginners, protect themselves from those risks?
The key is due diligence, using reputable platforms, understanding the protocols, and never investing more than you're willing to uh, lose. Many platforms now, like Coinbase and Binance, offer built in staking services that reduce some of the technical hurdles, but you still need to be cautious about the underlying smart contracts and any governance
Absolutely,
risks
staying
that come
informed
along
is
with them.
crucial. Governance risks, can you explain that a bit more?
Sure, Many staking programs are managed by decentralized organizations, DAOs. Changes in protocol rules, token distributions, or even shifts in governance voting can affect your yields or the asset's value. It's a bit like being in a club where decisions are made collectively. If the group makes a misstep, everyone
Right, that
takes
could
a hit.
definitely stir things up. So, for someone starting out, do you think using centralized platforms is a safer bet than diving straight into decentralized staking protocols?
That's an interesting point. The centralized platforms do offer ease of use and some level of security, but they do come with their own drawbacks, like higher fees and less control over your assets. On the flip side, direct access via Web3 crypto wallets gives experienced users more choices and sometimes better returns, but with increased
That,
risk.
I can see, might be a bit of a trade-off. And what about liquidity issues? I know some staking methods lock funds for a period. How does that impact trading flexibility?
Yep, liquidity is a critical factor. When you stake your crypto, it's locked up in a smart contract, and depending on the protocol, there could be wait times, cooling off periods, before you can unstake and trade. So if the market takes a sudden turn, you're a bit less agile. There's also this emerging idea called liquid staking, which lets you stake and still get a liquid token that can be traded or used elsewhere.
That's a neat workaround. Liquid staking sounds like a way to have your cake and eat it too, right?
Exactly. It's like you're earning rewards but still retaining some liquidity to catch market opportunities, though it does come with its own set of complexities and risks. So again, cautious steps are needed.
It seems like there's a lot of balancing act here between risk, reward, and the technical know-how required.
Absolutely. It's a remarkably dynamic ecosystem. On one hand, you have a tool to generate decent passive income and even participate in governance, but on the other hand, you're exposed to market volatility, smart contract bugs, and governance pitfalls.
Right, it's a double-edged sword in many ways. Now, I did want to challenge one point. Don't you think that the example of putting your crypto to work, like earning interest, seems too simplified given the inherent risks involved?
That's a valid critique. While it is often marketed as passive income, it's not exactly like a bank saving account. The crypto market's volatility and the possibility of technical breaches means that investors need to be really proactive in monitoring their stakes, even if they look passive at first glance.
Yeah, fair enough. So essentially, stake with care and keep your eyes open, right?
Exactly right. Always weigh the potential yield against the possible risks and never overcommit. It's about making informed decisions while exploring ways to have your digital assets work for you.
I guess this beginner's guide really does provide a solid foundation for those looking to get into DeFi staking.
It absolutely does. It walks through everything from what PoS actually is to the practical steps you need to um, set up staking on major platforms, and even touches on advanced concepts like restaking and liquid staking.
Really comprehensive. And with this newfound knowledge, investors, regardless of their experience, can better navigate the DeFi landscape, right?
Right, you are. It's all about, understanding how your assets can not only grow through capital appreciation, but also provide an extra yield through staking, all while supporting the blockchain network.
In the end, it sounds like the key takeaway is to balance risk with innovation. And don't be intimidated by the technical lingo as long as you keep learning.
Exactly. Keep learning and stay curious, because DeFi staking, while complex, can be a powerful way to harness the potential of blockchain technology for passive income. Thanks for the engaging discussion.